Hello and welcome back to another Road to 160 video. Yep, literally got rid of the hair. Zoom, zoom, went off, paid nothing for my haircut, and you're thinking, no wonder Barry. There we go. Right, it's winter, but we're going with the cut. Now we'll have to see if more hair, more weight. I might have just done myself an absolute disfavour by getting rid of all my hair, and in that sat my power. We shall soon see. Right, it's going to kick off as always with 60 kg. Let's get this up. Oh, nice, good. As per usual, and if anyone's seen my Road to 160s before, you'll know that I like to chuck in a little bit of back. So all we're doing, as you can see there, V-bar pull downs. Probably about 70% of my 1 rep max, or 70% actually of a decent 5 actually. So all I'm doing is get warmed up. I want an absolute rock solid back. It's a bench off. Will we be doing 150 this evening? Maybe. I really want to start chipping away at that 130, 140. Now, as I've always said, it's time to leave my ego behind if I want to hit that 160. Yeah, got to start working on those 130s, 140s and getting some decent progression in there. Video previous, where I did the 150, that was a check. That was a checking to see if I had it in me, and luckily we did. So 150 down, 10 kilograms to go to 160. That's a massive, massive weight though. 10 kilograms to pick up your hand easy. Put it additional on your bar, 150 to 160, and you're talking an absolute ton of weight. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go from 60 as a warm-up. We're going to chuck those 20s on. We're going to go straight up to 100 kg on the bar. See you back in a sec. And as like magic, we're back in the game. And we have 100 kgs on, okay? So you've got 20, 40, 80 kilos of wheels, 20 kilogram on the 7-foot axle. Let's smash the granny out of this. 100 kg. This is always my test weight. Let's see how decent I feel this evening. Let's go for this. Right, that felt okay, didn't feel too bad. If you thought to yourself, oh geez, that looks a little bit heavy, it was alright, it was alright. Even had a cheeky pause on the last one as well. So what we want to do here is, we're going to grab these 10s. As you know, there is no 110 kilo in my world. We go straight from 100 kg straight up to 120. So that's what we're putting on the bar now. Not a better sound, is there? Not a better sound. But before we do that, we're going to crash out with a set on that V-bar. There we go. Let's get going. Just gets the back in a decent place. Right, here we go. So actually, have I drank? You've still probably got a little bit of pre-workout gone. I know, don't kill me for it. I'm useless with it. My pre-workout, you know, so I never drink it half an hour before. It's probably why some of my best sets, you know, are about 40 minutes. Oh, right. I'm also doing a little bit of multitasking this evening. It's not only am I, well, actually, multi, doing a smidge in the back, but all over the bench, and that's 120, so that's what we're going to tackle next. But I'm also watching on my other phone. That is a, what's it called, like a biography or something? It's literally a documentary on Tom Platz. I don't know who Tom Platz is. He is probably one of the best known bodybuilders, alongside the likes of Arnold Schwarzenegger and different things as well. Very interesting life, very, very interesting. Could have been even bigger than what his legacy is now, but he had some mental training programs. But yeah, if you haven't checked it out, Tom Platz, check it out. Very interesting guy. Mad training. Like, intense is a flipping understatement. Right. Let's go. 120 kg. We're going up to 130 after this, so I just want to eke out probably, what, 4 or 5? Leave enough in the tank for 130. Let's go. Oh, had to blow some cobwebs off that set. Flippin' heck. God dear. My anterior delts are mullered. I haven't done shoulders for ages. What have I done? So 3 days ago we did chest. 2 days ago we did back. And yesterday before this I did arms. So there's no real reason, except for I'm still feeling it from what, 3-4 days ago, that my anterior delts should be battered from doing bench. When you get to 47 years old, these types of weights 2 or 3 times a week take their toll. Right, we're going to go up to 130 kg now, which means we have to chuck some more weight on. So we're going to get the Techno Gym 5s, and a few comments around that. Got cast iron weights, and then you've got the rubber 5s. I know. I do have other 5 kilos as well, so if you want me to use those ones, I can do. I've got plenty of 5s, and they're the camo ones. As you can see, I've got camo coloured plates. The story behind that is, in COVID, I bought a shed loads of this stuff, and it was all, some of them were this sexy colour, others were like red, green, there were a couple of other kind of dark blue, and I literally got some of that, what's it called, rusties or hammerite kind of thing, whatever it is, it's literally paint on metal. And I found a camo colour because I thought that looks freaking cool, and I painted all of my plates that camo colour. And as you can see, some have survived really well, others not so well, but that's mainly rust, that's not the paint coming off. Yeah, the rust. Right, yeah, so that's the reason. Didn't buy them in a set, I literally painted them that colour. Right, let's squeeze some more out. As I said, I just like doing back exercise in between chest. Keeps me nice and warm, keeps the heart rate up, and also gives me a nice stable base. for benching. Yeah, just keeps, as I said, I need to keep warm. It's difficult in a garage with no installation to keep warm. So yeah, it's all good. Keep myself warm, happy days. A little bit of back, close as well. Just smashing it on. Okay, right. This is the bit. You maybe recognise Tom Platz from that. He's absolutely nuts. Oh no! Oh no! Jeez, they're mental, aren't they? There's some weight on those bells. Absolutely nuts. That, as I said, is Tom Platz. Hopefully I've got you into it. He's wicked. Some of his, along with like the likes of Mensa and others, his training programs, Tom Platz was just absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Right. 130 on the bar, 20, 40, 50, 55. It's 110 in plates, 20 kilograms. So we're going to see if we can eke out 3 to 5 on this. Let's see how we go. As I said, I've got to start perfecting this weight and then moving up to 40. 140. Wow. My God, why does the first set always hurt so much? It's like you've literally got to take your body to that element of, get on there, that element of pain before it starts to eat it up and recognise it. Happened to me last time I did this as well. Actually, it happened the other day when I went for 150 and got it. First set on 130, hurt. That one, 4th rep stuck. 5th one was all right. I had 5. I knew I had 5. But yeah, not making light work of that one. I really wasn't, was I? Right. Where are we? Here we go. Let's grab you. There's the. There we go. Yeah. So we're going to stick on 130. Let's get into shot. So we're going to stick on 130. I'm going to go for another set on 130. Oh. Need to start getting some decent volume on that. Oh. Right, that's all right. As I said, it's not a difficult weight I'm doing on this back. It's about what, 55, 60 kg. So it's like 25 kilograms under body weight. So as I said, just keeps me warm. Yes, it's going to fatigue me slightly, but keeps my heart rate up and keeps my brain logged in, dialed in, should we say, which is all good. Right, so we're just going to take a couple of minutes. Now, usually most people would edit, but sorry, let's see what's happening with Tom Platz, shall we? Bring it back into my world. He had a ponytail, didn't he, eh? In later. Look at that physique. It's mental, isn't it? Absolutely mental physique. Oh, wait a minute, I think there, I think that's Arnie. Ooh. That was Arnie and Lou Ferrigno, who was the Incredible Hulk back in the day as well. Jeez. There we go, there's Lou Ferrigno, Incredible Hulk. That's just telling you a little bit about Arnie, how he was in the mix with Tom Platz back in the day. All good. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. Right, so I said we're going to stick with 130. So 20, 40, 50, 55 still on the bar with that 7-foot Olympic bar. So we see how we get on. As I said, the first set, what did we do? We did 3 decent reps, 4th one stuck, 5th one was a little bit of a grind. God, let's just hope this goes up then, shall we? We did what? We did 4 sets of 130 for 5 the other day. So I'd like to think I can still get back to that. But as you guys will probably know, sometimes you have an absolute immense workout and it just drops into place. Other times you go in there and it's literally like your arms aren't your own, your body's not your own, and you can't lift the weight. So just one of those. You just got to make sure when you do have those types of sessions, which aren't as great as others have been, don't let it get you down, man. One day out of 365 of the year, and one day in a journey, doesn't matter. Crack on. Okay. Right, so we're going to go with 130 again. Nice thing is I'm managing to, in real time, as you know, because I'm rubbish at editing, managing just to give myself 4 or 5 minutes in between each one of these sets, and my endurance is bouncing back nicely, really is, which I'm happy with. Okay, right, let's go. Set number 2, 130. Fingers crossed, everyone. I honestly don't know if that second set was better than the first. I don't know, first 3 felt better than the first set, which is good, positive. The 4th one was decent. The 5th one stuck, didn't it, there? Saw that, still went up. Always amazes me where everyone's like, Barry, good lift, that flew up. When you're underneath the bar, right? And that's what I see, yeah? So when you're underneath that bar and you're looking at the weights, honestly, it doesn't feel like it's flying up. It really doesn't. Like that 4th and 5th one, and I have to admit though, I look back at the 150 I did the other day, and I can see why people said, man, you got a little bit more in you. That flew up. When I was under the bar, didn't feel like it was flying up. Didn't stick, which was good. Or maybe just a tad. But yeah, like those first 3 there were good. Even the 4th one was half decent, although kind of moved around a little bit, which was a bit off-putting in my own head. Then the 5th one went up all right. But yeah, didn't feel like they flew up, but hey, beggars can't be choosers. Right, we're going to tackle a 3rd set on those 130. And apologies if it doesn't make for the best viewing, but hopefully you're kind of getting the idea, especially for you guys that are plateauing, getting an idea of what you need to put in order to get away from that plateau and get onto the higher weights. just literally what I'm trying to show you on this journey is, it's not about just tackling 1 rep maxes on every single session. It's about getting progression, that progressive overload, which I love the phrase. And my progressive overload, I've always told you, is on sets. So can I, session by session, if I'm not doing a strength test and going for a 1 rep max, can I increase my progressive overload weight? At the moment, that progressive overload weight is on 130. So as you know, 2 sessions ago, we did 4 sets on 130 for 5, which was immense, best of all time. That gave me the confidence, even though you'll probably see on the last session, if you didn't catch the last video, have a look at it. Didn't go into that 150 lift that well prepared. Felt tired, didn't have my normal pre-workout. Took a USN Quench pre-workout, which is pony to be honest with you, it's not great. So yeah, it gives you a little bit of beta alanine, but there's no quick after effect as I get with this one over here. I can't for the life of me should remember who it's by. I'll find out and I'll tell you in the next video. But that's a decent one. And yeah, I've got, as you probably see by me talking, got it straight away. But yeah, I was just a little bit subdued. For the first time in a long time, lacked a bit of confidence as well in the lift. I honestly was bricking it on 150 kg. Yeah, and there's been a while, it's been a long time since I bricked it. Usually I feel quite confident, etc, etc. But yeah, the first time in a while I was kind of thinking, Barry, no spotter, as always, but you know what I mean, no spotter, no safety bars. You're lifting 150, you don't feel great. But I'd almost called myself out at the beginning of the video. I know that's a silly thing to do, isn't it? But like, I'm going for 150 today, guys. Stick with me. Which, by the looks of video views, which I'm well happy about already, up to like about 2,500 or so. Amazing. People did watch it and you all stuck with me, so I appreciate that. Thank you very much. As I said, do think about subscribing, but if you don't, you don't. I'm just happy with all the comments and likes on the video and stuff like that. But yeah, the comments for me, I prefer 1,000 people commented than 1,000 people subscribed, to be honest with you. Because I'm here for the banter. I'm here to, hopefully all of you will be able to share views, news and everything else via this small community at the moment. Hopefully it'll grow. But yeah, it's all good. Loving the comments, and thank you very much as well for all the positive comments, which is all good. Right, Tom. Mr. Tom Platt, I need your strength out of that phone into my body so we can get this next set of 130 done. Right, it's just got to be dialed in. We just got to batter out these first 3, like your life blinking depended on it, which it kind of does. Right, let's get going. Let's go. Oh, Jesus. Oh, dear. Right, number 5. Right. For all of you that were worried for me, be worried for me. But no, it was all right. It was all right. That felt all right. It's funny, it was kind of like, you know, when you just got that confidence, and maybe I've just got the confidence, to be honest with you, because I do train on my own. A lot of people, if they weren't used to training on their own, lifting half decent heavy weights, actually lifting 130 on your own in the garage might panic you to the point where you could have got to that, say, 3rd, which I did, and thought, whoa, wait a second, that didn't go up as great as I thought it would do. And you might have re-racked it, wait for a little bit, and then done the next 2, or just quit it, which I never ever say to do. Always just wait a little bit and then complete the reps you blinking well said you were going to. But yeah, for me, I knew I still had stuff in the tank. Although that 4th one wasn't brilliant. The reason why that fourth one wasn't brilliant is because first three flew up. I lost a little bit of balance, and I'm not going to say it, but I am going to say it. It's because of this crappy bench. And a lot of you, yes, thank you, have said, Barry, you've got to invest in a better bench. As you can see, the seat goes up because it's got the leg extension, leg curl on it. So I have to plant my bum down here, which isn't ideal because it means my head's right at the back here. And then it's not following the contour of the bench. Yeah, it's just rubbish. And as well as that, of course, I don't have safety bits on this rack. All I've got is these little things here, which I have used before to get me out of trouble, but yeah, it's one of those, isn't it? Yeah, right. So we're going to do a little bit of back. I'm going to do one more set of back and then I'm leaving back. Let's take a look at, damn man, they're called Tom Platz. No lie here, you're probably thinking, Barry, that was a quick one off the cuff. Quadzilla, because of the size of the geezer's legs. Man alive, how many of you would pay a handsome price to have a frickin' physique like that? You have to take copious amounts of steroids, but look at that. That's insane, isn't it? God almighty, that is look at that. Jesus, Quadzilla, Tom Platz Quadzilla. Mental, innit? Right, let's get last set of back done. I'm going to put you over here just near the cable row, put you in a different position. Apologies, I've just noticed. What you can see is the dip bars. See if you can budge out. There we go, that's probably perfect. Where's that thing? There you go. Yeah, apologies for the dip bar there. We won't be on this too long anyway. For a second there, and this is where I should think it, not say it out loud, I actually forgot. I actually forgot how many sets of 130 kg we've done. Couldn't for the life of me remember if I'd done 2 or 3. This is what happens when you're 47 years old. Your blinking mind goes. I think we've done 3, haven't we? Because the first one was a bit dodgy, wasn't it? The second one stuck on about 3 or 4. And that last one was a little bit of an imbalance, wasn't it? But went up well. So that's 3 sets. So we're going to go for a 4th set on 130 to equal my best. So my best before was 130, 4 sets of 5, which we did a couple of videos ago. Now, there's nothing to say I couldn't have got on to try a 5th set. So that's where my progressive overload comes in. I don't want to absolutely do myself an injury. So I thought 4 sets of 5, and that 4th set on the last one was difficult to say the least. I think 5 sets of 5 on 130. Yeah, might have been my own doing. So let's see how we get on. So this will be set number 4 on 130. In my garage gym, loving life. With no water left. Right. Okay. Yeah, I think when I did those 4 on 130, I'm sure that we then dropped down to 120. I'm sure. You guys who watched the video are like, yeah, you did, Barry. How can you not remember that? It was less than a week ago. But yeah, I'm sure we went down to 120 and hit like 5 or 6 or something again. Yeah, last session, which I did 150, I then went and had a bit of a play around as a reward with 100. And I think, what did we do? I think we did about 15 reps on 100, which is solid, especially after about 5 or 6 heavy sets, including 150. Okay, right, let's get myself dialed in It's still 130 kilograms on the bar, and this is the fourth set. So this could quite easily go absolutely wrong. Completely went there. God knows what happened. Right, okay. This is now going for progressive overload PR. 130 kg. It'll be a PR whether I get one up, because it will be plus the 4 sets that I've done previously. But never attempted 5 by 5 on 130. So if I can do this, this is a huge PR. And as I said, it's just, this is just helping my 140, solidifying that 150 that I know I've got. But yeah, if I get 5 on 130, the next time we train, I'm literally just going to go to 130, hit 5, and then we're going straight up to 140, and then I'm going to leave it. So if I get 5 here, 140 is where we start to build the 2s, 3s, the 4s, the 5s, and then we'll work it into the program exactly like this. And 160, be mine. So I reckon we're only a couple of weeks or so away from trying that 160. We shall see. It needs to be done by the end of the year. I'll be doing it on like New Year's Eve at like 11:55 or something. Right, 5th set, 135 repetitions is my target. I'm well happy with my endurance tonight as well, and I haven't actually eaten yet. Got my dinner when I get in, so I'm well happy on this. I haven't eaten much since lunch. Right, let's go. Oh, and yes, I'm not in the garage, I am in my summer house in the garden. And why? Because it's the day after. As you probably saw by the video that I've just been editing for you, I got to 3 sets of 130 for 5, and then the video went skew-whiff. I'm putting it down to data, absolute nightmare. And being 47 years old and not tech, I hadn't even realised that the 4th set and the 5th set hadn't recorded. I was even talking and chibbering on about this, that and everything else. So absolutely gutted today when I come to edit the video to do the whole big up 130 kg for 5 reps on 5 sets to find I've lost the final 2. Mark my words, believe me 100%, they were done. And the great news behind that is 130 kilograms as a progressive overload is now gone. Yeah, I'm going to use that as a step ladder to go to 140 now. So I'll only be doing 1 set of 130 now on the ladder. So now we're going to tackle 140 kilograms. So look forward to that. That's going to be my progressive overload. It might be that I can only do 2 or 3 reps to begin with, but we're going to get up to 5 repetitions. And then we're going to see if we can add on to a single set to second set. And then we're coming after that 160, mark my words. All I can say is I hope you enjoyed most of the video, except for the end. It won't happen again. That was just an old man making a silly mistake. But other than that, for everyone that is subscribing, for everyone that is liking, and the wicked comments I'm getting on my videos, I'm absolutely humbled by it. And I thank you for your time, because you're taking your personal time out just to watch me on my fitness journey. And I'm absolutely loving it. So stick around, tell your mates. Thank you very much. And apologies again. If you're training this evening, as I always say, make sure you leave nothing on the bench. Train hard, have fun, stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next vid. Cheers, guys.